All right, so it's been a while now, but I did an unboxing a little while ago of the React Element 87, which was the replica pair right here. And then I also have the real pair as well. And you guys wanted to see a comparison between the replica pair and the real deal. So I'm going to go ahead and cover that in this video, as well as do a blind on feet test of the shoes and let you guys know which one feels better on feet. What is going on, guys? Hess here, CollectiveKicks.com. If you guys want to shop this week's top sneaker deals, check the link in the description, and happy shopping. So here are the two shoes in question, the Element React 87. The hype on this shoe when it originally came out was kind of crazy, and this one hasn't even come out yet because this is the undercover version. And I actually, when I was trying to buy these shoes, these fake ones, I was trying to get them the exact one that I got here, but they sent me these ones instead. Like, the picture didn't say that they were the undercover ones. As I mentioned in the unboxing video of this shoe, you never really know what you're gonna get with these replica sites out there. And again, if you guys know my channel, I 100% do not support the replica side of sneakers. I'm more curious on the products and the technologies and whether or not they actually stack up to the real thing, or how do they compare to the real thing? Because a lot of people think that the replicas are exactly the same thing as the real thing, just made in off hours or whatever it might be. Or I don't know really the story, and I know it's probably different for a lot of different shoes. Some of them might actually be in the same factories and after hours, just with different materials. But when you have technology things, IP sort of things, like React foam, like how is that going to stack up next to the real thing? Can they replicate that the same? I also have an Ultra Boost on the way that I wanted to compare to the real thing out of curiosity, because I love the authentic products and I want to know how these bootlegs are in general. So I'm not getting paid by these rep sites at all. Obviously, it's just something that I don't condone, and I will not, absolutely not, put a link where to buy these in the description. If you guys are about that life, you guys can go out there and find them on Google yourself. But I just wanted to throw that out there just to let you guys know how I feel, because a lot of people get it twisted when they see them and they're like, oh, it's a great bargain, so I want to buy them or whatever. Where can I buy them? It's not something I'm trying to sway you guys to go do. So now that we got that out of the way, I want to go ahead and zoom in on both of these shoes here and just give you guys kind of a overview of both of these compared next to each other. Now, I know it's not a one-for-one because this one is a collab, so the materials are a little bit different than on this one, but the midsole is pretty much exactly the same. At least it looks exactly the same. I will say that these replica sites are getting scary good at being able to replicate the authentic products. I could tell, like, right when I got these in hand, that they felt like a cheaper version. Like, it just felt like they used cheaper materials all the way around to create this product. So I'm letting you guys know right off the bat that this definitely feels cheaper than the real thing, which could impact the longevity of the products. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the fake pair. You can see some stitching back here. This looks like a felt type material, but it's not like suede. Like, this definitely is a dead giveaway to me. Like, this looks like a cheap arts and crafts grade school project type material right here. Same as on the back tab here. It just looks extremely, extremely cheap. The laces are kind of a dead giveaway to me too, because they look really cheap, but I don't know if the authentic pairs are going to come with these interesting race stripe laces or not. The material is see-through, but it's not as see-through as my other pair. So comparing the backs of the shoes, this is definitely more of a premium material on here, like a real material. The Nike swoosh is kind of cheap plastic on this one as well. This one also has stitching right here, and this one has none. The stability plate right here actually feels like more rubbery plastic than on this one. It feels just more like plasticky. Stitching on the toe box area there versus the stitching on the toe box here. You can see this material. This is like actually soft buttery leather here, and this is like, I don't even know if that's real leather. See the difference here again. This is a lot softer than this one. You can see on the reverse side of the tongue too, it's definitely a softer felt material here versus this. It's just kind of like a cheaper material. The overall build quality on the upper looks pretty much the same. It's just using definitely cheaper materials. But as for the most important part, to me at least, is the midsole and this big React material. Like, this feels soft, but not as soft as this. For some reason, the fake React feels a lot softer than the real deal stuff, which is interesting. It feels like this actually might be a little bit lighter than this one too. I don't know why. It has the same traction pattern on the bottom of the shoe. Honestly, like, the rubber traction on the fake pair feels better than on the real pair. Like, this traction here feels like stickier and better than the traction here. That's interesting that the traction would actually be an improvement. Maybe it's, I don't know, that's craziness. Being honest, man, this definitely feels better on here than it does on here. So I paid $79 for this fake pair and $250 for this pair. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and cut to the blind on feet test of the shoe, where I basically try on one of each of the shoes and then figure out which one is the best feeling on feet, or just really to see if I can tell the difference between the real and the fake. All right, so I've enlisted the help of the wife because I'm gonna do a blind on foot test of both of these shoes. One of them's are fake, one of them's real, and basically I'm gonna give them to her. She's gonna put one of each on my feet, and I'm gonna walk around and see if I can tell the difference between the fake React versus the real React.
Which one's the real one?
These are the real ones, the ones that I see through. So you'll basically just put one of each on my feet, and then I'll have to guess which one.
Wait. You mean different ones?
Yep. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. They're like power tools, just like Harrison has.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And an edger?
That's awesome. Very cool, dude. I'm gonna put this on, and then Mom's gonna try. This is a really cool mask, by the way. I'm totally blinded. I can't see anything.
Oh, you really can't?
No, I can't.
Okay. Hold on. This is not very nice of you to like have me lay down like this.
Where? Oh, sorry. Where do you want me to go?
But I mean, like, I have to like sit.
Oh, I can
It's
put it on now.
terrible.
Now that you got it on, I can get it on. I think,
Okay, don't touch.
I'm not touching. I can't see what you're doing, so I appreciate your time. I try to loosen them up for you.
Okay, try to put that one on.
Okay.
Can I need to tie him?
Yeah.
Really?
Do you want to tie
Dude.
them? I don't want to give
This
it
is
away.
really hard.
If I tie him, I might give it away. No. Oh, I just kicked the baby. Did I kick the baby?
Yeah, kick the baby.
Oh no. Maddie. This is ridiculous. I don't like being blindfolded.
Well, I don't like having to squat like that when
You're my favorite helper
9 months
ever. This is
pregnant.
my Vanna White.
This is ridiculous.
I could have enlisted the help of some other hot babes, but I figured
Where?
the old ball and chain is more convenient.
Okay, good.
Alright, so,
Do you want me to walk you around?
no, we'll just make sure I don't hit something.
That's what I'm saying. Do you want me to walk you around?
No. Whoa.
How do they feel? Walk around in a circle.
They feel good. Both of them feel really good, actually.
Really?
And actually, this one feels squishier than this one. But, hold on.
Well, turn to the camera. Turn. Keep turning. Which one feels better?
I mean, first initial impressions on feet, this one feels better on feet. It feels squishier. It feels squishier. But it also feels weird. I'm pretty sure, I mean, off the top, I know which one's fake.
Which one's fake?
I know that this one's fake and this one's real. And the reason why I know is because the upper right here, I can feel it like
you can feel the
dented in,
seam.
and I know it's, I
No,
know,
that's cheating.
I know that feeling though. It flickers as I step. And this one, I don't have that.
What's up, baby?
It feels pretty good though on feet. These actually feel better. Huh.
There's a popper really for
And I was right. That was embarrassing. How do the fake ones feel better than the real ones though? This is like so annoying because then when I step here, I can feel it indenting and going in.
Yeah. Well, it's different material on the top.
Yeah. The fake React feels better than the real React on feet. I don't know how I feel about that. It's definitely fake. It's definitely softer and more squishy than the real stuff. And it probably won't last as well as the real stuff as well. But it's kind of scary to know that this feels better on feet than the real thing. Part of the reason why, again, is because of that upper. I think that the upper is the biggest factor. Like, the fact, do you see it right here?
Yeah,
when I step my foot up, it crinkles in here. And I don't have that problem on the fake pair.
Yeah. The fake pair actually look like more true to size, honestly.
Yeah, I think that they fit better too.
Like, look at the toe is a little bit bigger on the real one. You see that?
I think it's just maybe the material.
Or mirror?
I don't know. I don't know quite how I feel about this because, yeah, I mean, I was really wanting to do this test just to see the fake react, if I could tell the difference or not. But I've worn these ones, to be fair, I've worn these ones like a month, so I know the feel of these pretty well. And I haven't worn these more than like a day, like on feet. And I've worn these once to work, and that was it. But it's kind of crazy how different they feel. Like it just feels softer.
But
this feels more
React for like casual wear or for running?
React is for both. These are for casual. The whole purpose of these shoes are casual shoes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well then, that's
Which
weird.
is weird, yeah. Yeah, so I don't really know what to say here, really. Like, honestly, the fake pair felt better on feet than the real pair. And by better, I just mean softer and squishier. And I don't know what's really in this fake React. Honestly, it feels like a hybrid between React and like Zoom X because it's softer than React. I mean, you can see how squishy this is right here. It's super squishy. And this is squishy too, but it takes more pressing on the shoe. All it feels like is that the fake shoes are using a different type of compound of foam, and they have their own formula that they use to obviously make the fake pairs. And it's pretty decent. Like, I have to say, it feels good on feet. At the end of the day, React is just a foam that has a specific amount of whatever they put into this shoe. And it feels like they did a little less of one thing and a little more of another in this one. And that's what you have with the fake version. Just like the Zoom X is like a lighter, softer foam. I mean, they could probably make fake Zoom X as well. I don't know. I don't really know what to make of this whole replica industry because back in the day, we didn't have this big of a problem as we have in today's day and age. And really, it's just ripping off the companies, which is the most unfortunate thing. Like, Nike put a lot of effort into creating products. They hire a lot of people that I know that work at the big brand. And it just sucks that they are making products and these replica companies are coming out and making a ton of money off of the products. I think my final thoughts on this is just really, if you support the brands, don't buy the replica products, buy the real thing. You also don't know what you're going to get with a pair of replicas. Like I said, this is not the colorway I ordered. It's just the one that they sent me. And the other thing I really wanted to stress is if you're wearing these things casually, maybe it's not as big of a deal, but if you plan on running in shoes that you get as replicas or playing performance sports in shoes that you get replica products from, terrible idea because you know that the build quality is not going to be very good. On the flip side of things though, I do want to point out that I feel like it's on Nike to do a better job of authenticating their own products so people don't get stuck with products like these that try to buy the real thing. And I think that's my biggest beef with this replica market in general is people buying the replica products, selling it to us as consumers as the real thing and us not knowing that you're actually buying something that was bootlegged. I feel like Nike needs to do an authentication process from the beginning in the factories and then be able to carry that out to the consumers somehow, some way, so we can do a digital scan of the shoe and know that it's 100% authentic and we don't have to worry about all of this craziness of these fake products that are on the market. But I feel like that's something that Nike should be able to do and other big brands just to be able to make people feel assured that they're buying the real thing. If you're the second or third buyer of a specific shoe, you should have the faith in the fact that you're buying the real deal sort of thing. Then it will reassure the consumers on the open market that they're not going to get caught with one of these bootlegs right here. But keep your eyes open, and when you guys go to these sneaker events and stuff, like, make sure you're looking over the stuff, and if the price is too good to be true, just think twice. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by and watching the video. If you found it informative, give the video a thumbs up, and leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this whole entire situation of the replicas versus the real ones. It's a hot topic. I know I like to push that button every now and then, but it is a topic that I find concerning, especially for long-term collectors like myself that really like to have the authentic products out there. But anyways, if you guys want to watch any other videos on my channel at this time, feel free to click them on the screen, and have a good rest of the day. We'll see you guys soon. Peace, guys.